Hi, Precious. Hi. Good evening. Greetings. Hi, Lucy. Hi, Genesis. Good to see you. All right. Patricia, how are you? Join in, guys. Share with somebody. Happy Sunday. We are just working up here, Lucello. Sunday morning, 9:47 Pacific time. Let me share and then we get started in a little bit. Hi, Mary. How are you? Good to see you, everybody. Hey, Abdul, welcome. Mulishani Mwevantu, we are anxious. Tomorrow is a big day, so we are anxious. Join in, invite people. Greetings. I'm just sharing. We'll get started in a little bit. I'm sharing in my groups. Hi, we're Rosemary and Colette. Welcome, guys. We are anxious. Tomorrow is a big day. Team KKD, how are you? Share with somebody. Share in your groups. I know Balechte Mingala Toso, people don't know when I'm live. It's by chance. The links, most of the links are broken to the page. So try to share in your groups or tag somebody. And they can watch when they have power. Yes, comments below. Let's discuss, and then we can go to TikTok later. But I just wanted to say a few things that are on my heart today about the eligibility case of our former Republican president. Judgment is tomorrow. So I want to say a few things what I feel, you know, what I feel. I watched Vachirufya Tayali yesterday, and he talked a lot about Vanevas Mumba, and really we can't say much about the judges tomorrow. I know the die is cast. Let me just finish sharing and then I'll focus. I want to tag a few people. Let me tag the main players. Yeah, so okay. How are you guys? How are you? Chiten share Itenia want to I just tagged the Dr. Hakainde Hichilema and the former Republican President Dr. Edgar Lungu and Nevas Sumumba, but Dr. Nevas, I tagged them. I don't know if they're gonna watch. If they don't watch, I'm sure they have their presidential aides who can watch. They are always watching anyway, and they can brief them what I'm going to say. Hi, big sister, how are you? Boniface Silomba, how are you? Chiten share mwe want to fike kona 100 to alayamba. The main topic here, why I'm here, is that tomorrow we are going, the Concort is going to pass a judgment on the eligibility case. If former Republican President Edgar Chagwalungu was eligible to stand in 2021 and moving forward. So I'm going to talk about that. Just share. Invite people. Even though there is no power, if you share, people can watch when they have power. So I'll get started because, you know, I'm a bandozi, abantu, I'm a lighty. People are not struggling about power. They are not struggling about having bundles. They are struggling if they have power to actually have their gadgets powered up. Avena luapula munchende chiten share itenya want to send some thumbs up so that Facebook can boost our page. Beatrice Mulishani, Moi Hamonga. As you are joining, comment something, guys, so Facebook can boost our page. Let us reach people far and wide, near and wide. Freedom of speech. Zambia is a democracy. So make a comment, guys. Send a thumbs up. Yes, I want to talk about what will happen tomorrow. And also, I want to talk about Nevas Mumba, specifically what he said. And then also, I want to talk about what happened in Mufrila yesterday. What happened? Let me write it down. Let me write down what I want to talk about so I don't forget. So let's talk about the ruling tomorrow. That is, and then you can make comments. After that, I'm going to read your comments after I make my presentation. So the ruling tomorrow, and then let's talk about Dr. Nevas Mumba's comments. By Dr. Nevas. And then we talk about the military beating up people in Mufrila. Yeah, those are the two main things. I think Fiafula. 3 things, 3 topics today, guys. Invite somebody. If you're just joining in, share a thumbs up, share a like, write a comment, greet somebody, share your location, share your mood. But Charity, good to see you. But Friday, thank you. The Queen is in the bubu. Mulishani, mudingahi, mudibuti, mwachoma bwanji, mutozchwangi. Yes, welcome to Queen Pumi. I changed my logo there for my profile pic. I changed my logo there, so and put my name there so that you can easily find me, because there's a lot of pages, a lot of Queen Pumi accounts have been created to confuse people. So I created that logo and put my name there so you can easily find me in case my link to you is disconnected. Tachoma. Yes, so I want to talk a little bit about the ruling tomorrow. And I watched President Tayali yesterday. And you know, it's kind of sad. It's a sad situation. You know, what is happening to the eligibility case for our former Republican president. But what I want to say is that, you know, what is happening to Balungu is similar to what is happening to President Donald Trump here in the United States. We all know that Donald Trump balikwate milandu, and we know that balikwate milandu kuma court, and milandu shaba Donald Trump, actually he can go in kutiba kaka, he has to serve time, right? So I just want you to think about this. Like, when I woke up today, I was just like, oh my God, on Monday the court is going to pass a judgment on the eligibility of Edgar Lungu. And after I watched Tayali yesterday, I was, you know, we are all worried, we are all anxious. And, but then I started thinking to say, look at the United States. There is Donald Trump, who has cases where his cases, the judgment is just not a ruling, it's a judgment where they can actually he's facing jail time. Donald Trump is facing jail time in the cases that he has. This is what I want you to think about. But even if Donald Trump is facing jail time with the cases that he has, the judiciary in the United States, they have not interfered with President Donald Trump desire to be on the ballot. And he is on the ballot. This is what I want you to think about. Donald Trump to save jail time. But judiciary ya America ta interfere to say tie ni mina ndusha kwa Trump tushipite tumupingure bwangu opo so that kabapa ballot. Mwamona? If you're on the Falkland, this message is to the Zambian judiciary. Muloleshe kufile chitika mu United States, but Donald Trump imilandu bakwata. He is facing jail time. But judiciary muno mu America taimi ni okweba tichen tupingure Trump bwangu pakuti kabapa ballot. Mwamona? But instead, ba judiciary kuno kwa America na bamuleka Trump alina pa ballot, but aline milandu. And why by judiciary tabachitile fast track imilandu shakwa Trump pakuti bamukake kabapa ballot? Why did the American judiciary decide to wait? Because the American judiciary, they are respecting the will of the people. Abantu kunoku United States, ama Republican supporters bakwa Trump, eba asaliye Trump ukwebati, Trump eminine. Mwamona? Kunoku America, ama Republicans eba actually nominate Trump to be a candidate for this 2024 election, which is currently going on. Kuno, na tuamba no kuvota. Official date is November, but Mumba states yambibali yambaka liokuvota ama mail-in ballot, bavota, bafsigner, baftuma in the mail. So this is what I'm asking. I just want to open the eyes of you Zambians. Ukwebati, muloleshe kesi ya kwa Trump alikuwa temina ndusha kovati, he can save jail time, but the justice system kuno, tababu latichen tupingule Trump, pakuti engire mujeo, pakuti ekaba pa ballot. So that is food for thought, guys. The justice system here has respected the will of the people. Because abantu bali muchita nominate Trump, ukwebati, he is going to be the torchbearer. He's going to be the candidate for the Republican Party. And the justice system here has not interfered to say, tuala mupingula Trump wangu wangu pakuti akabe mujeri. He saw that Trump is in jail. Ekaba pa ballot. But no. The judiciary here has respected the will of the people. So, in the same vein, the judiciary in Zambia should respect the will of the people. Yes, Mama Chichi, good to see you. Judiciary mu Zambia pa tule lomba ba judiciary ukwebati balolekeshe pabufwayo bw'abantu ukwebati abantu balefaya lungu abwererepo, so they should not be quick to overturn a verdict that has been debated or passed 8 times. They should not be quick to overturn a verdict that has been passed 8 times already, to flip it and make Edgar Lungu ineligible to contest so that they buy him from 2026. That injustice it won't be an injustice to Lungu, but it will be an injustice to Zambian voters who want Lungu to be on the ballot. So this is my message to the Zambian judiciary. Whatever you do tomorrow, if you are going to say Edgar Lungu is ineligible, then that justice is injustice to the Zambian people. Because the Zambian people are the one who want Edgar Lungu to be on the ballot. And it is in black and white. You can see what is happening here in America, you know. Trump alikuwa temina ndusha kubatiwa ngaba mupingula ni jail time. But whatever they have done, they have put it on hold so that Trump has been allowed to be on the ballot, because the people, they want Trump on the ballot. So that being said, whatever happens tomorrow, if the judges are going to use appeasement to make a ruling on this case, whichever way they decide, there is no winner in this case. There is no winner between the HH and the ECL. There won't be any winner. But there will be a loser. And the loser is the Zambian people. They are the ones who are going to lose, because that is the right of the Zambians. They want ECL to be on the ballot. The other thing I want to talk about is the gentleman who actually filed the petition. UPND used a young man called Michelo Kizombe. I actually know him. He was part of my advocates in Nangoma Foundation. So they used this young man to reopen this case. So this young man, all I can say is, you still have time. You can withdraw the case. Michelo Kizombe, whatever, nalimu ishiba mwana wandi, he was part of Nangoma Foundation. do not be used to bring confusion, because you bring a curse on your family. You can be doing something with ignorance and you don't understand the repercussions of what this young man, Michelo Kizombe, has done. Kuchuwairetera mashamo pa family because of Michelo Kizombe, he's the one who filed this petition to reopen it. And now tomorrow, we know that the judgment has already been made. And the lacuna is that because by ECL lost the 2021 election, so it will mean that HH will continue to be as president. It will have no effect. The judgment will have no effect on the 2021 election because ECL lost that election if he is ruled ineligible. So that judgment, which they will pass tomorrow, because we know the reason they are bringing it, they reopened it again, is to declare him ineligible. They want a different judgment. So we know that because ECL lost, so if he is declared ineligible, it will not have an impact on the 2021 election. Everything will carry on as it is, but then it will stop ECL from being on the ballot in 2026. So this is where it is going to be injustice to the Zambian people, because the Zambian people, they are the ones who want ECL to be on the ballot. I'm appealing what his name, Michelo Kizombe, who did the petition. He has time, he can withdraw it. I'm appealing to the judges too, the ones who will be making this decision, that the judges who will sit on this case, posterity will judge you. If you make an unfavorable decision to the Zambian people, posterity will judge these judges to say, these are the judges who ruled against the eligibility of ECL. And their names will go down in history and they'll be remembered. Because history will be made tomorrow. So it's about the time for the judges to ask themselves, which side of the history do they want to be? Do they want to be on the side of history where, they will be remembered for injustice against the Zambian people? Because this injustice that is a stage to happen tomorrow is not against ECL. It will be against the Zambian people. Yes. So, Elia Shilio. So we pray that the judges will uphold the ruling, which has been made 8 times already. If they change the ruling, that will be injustice to the Zambian people, not to ECL. I've already talked about how Donald Trump has cases, but the justice system here, there, have allowed the will of the people for Donald Trump to be on the ballot. They didn't rush kupingula Donald Trump no kumukaka no kumubika mujele and bar him from being on the ballot. They did not do that. So we expect our judiciary system tomorrow to be just. We expect justice for the Zambian people. The other issue I want to talk about is Nevas Mumba, Dr. Nevas Mumba. I've been talking about Nevas Mumba here and there, but it is really sad that Nevas Mumba can issue that statement against Edgar Chagwalungu. I know that, Zambian politicians, I think we need a maturity in Zambian politicians so that as they speak in politics, they speak politics for the people. But Barnabas Mumba, obviously, clearly, he has a vendetta against Edgar Chagwa. We don't know what happened between them. But you know, Barnabas Mumba, whatever he speaks, it should not be because of what happened to him, but it should be because of the Zambian people. What he should look at the interests of the Zambian people. Barnabas Mumba is an opposition president, but he's always opposing the Zambian opposition, including by ECL. So me, I've said openly to say Barnabas Mumba should just join the UPND party and leave the MMD. Because why is he in MMD and every time he's fighting with the opposition instead of fighting with the ruling party? Is that normal? You are in opposition, but you are busy attacking your fellow opposition instead of attacking the ruling party. And the shameful thing is for Barnabas to say whatever, I don't want to misquote, but he said something about, whatever will happen to ECL in 2 weeks, whatever he said. For me, I'm like, that's a threat. You know? So whatever will happen to ECL, if something happens to ECL, if we are going to hold Barnabas as an accomplice, we are going to hold Barnabas Mumba as an accomplice to whatever will happen to ECL because he said it. ECL in the next few days, in the next few weeks, whatever he said, that is a threat. So it means he knows something is cooking. Some bad thing is being planned against by ECL. So for Zambia, if anything happens to ECL, we shall hold by Dr. Barnabas Mumba as an accomplice because he said it. And then coming to the story of Mufrila, we know that there was some violence there in Mufrila. Yes, he must be taken for questioning. He'll be held accountable. He'll be held accountable because of what he said. He will be held as an accomplice. Yeah. So in Mufrila, there was some violence, and we saw some Zambia army recruits were beaten. That is the story. Some civilians beat up some Zambia army recruits, and when they went to their barracks, they told their fellow officers there or recruits or whatever what happened to them. Then some recruits accompanying them back, and there was chaos in Mufrila there. You know, I don't support violence, but I think the Zambian public need to respect our men in uniform. They need to respect our men in uniform. Umuntu nga nafala uniform idia nikapokola musoja ni bomber. That uniform is the bomber. Is a government. But Muzambia mule derera our men in uniform. Ukula umabaka pokola muambo kuma masoja. Please, ni Muzambia mofichitika. Anywhere else in fire, you don't touch a man in uniform. Let us respect. This is lawlessness. I know ba soldier bari furwa ba civilians. Okay, they went overboard, but the problem is Zambian civilians, you don't respect our men in uniform. Ni Muzambia mo mwangasha men in uniform. Mufialo fimbini infwa. If you touch a man in uniform, you are asking for death. They will shoot you, not know who oma fidiabalela and that yo bali kontaula mo lushani. Let people be educated. about how to treat our men in uniform. Yes. So a point on the land, okay, Zambians should be educated to respect our men in uniform. Hello, Mama Mwaiseni. Good to see you. Men in uniform should be respected. Open a pedera. But I don't support violence. So, ama Zambian civilian, bafire bachindika, ama men in uniform, bachindike bakapokola, bachindike ama soldier. And it also reciprocal. Bakapokola. Number two is change my gears, Milo. We are anxious about what's going to happen tomorrow. We have heard that 2 million kwacha was released, and I don't know 1,000 something police officers are going to be tomorrow. Kuriaku hearing yabalungu. So we hope there will be peace. We hope that those police officers are not going there to violate Zambians, but to give the security that the Zambians need. Yes. Therefore, baka control ama crowds because Edgar Lungu is a former Republican president. He is going to pull crowds anyway. So it is a duty of Jack Mwimbu and the Zambia police to make sure that there is enough manpower to control the crowds. That is infringing on our rights. Yes. I hope those police officers over to they are going there to create peace and make sure there is orderliness. That ama police officers attack ama citizens. No, Zambians, we are peaceful people. So I think that's that I wanted to say. I just wanted to say that the judiciary, in summary, the judiciary beka fienga bena Zambia. Zambian judiciary should not pass unfair judgment. Yes. The Zambian judiciary should not change something which has been decided, a law, a case which has been heard 8 times. Ngaba piribula judgment ikaleta ma problems. And we don't want ama judges to let miromba just uphold the same judgment, because in a piribula judgment it will be injustice to the Zambian people. Because ama Zambians ebale fire lungu na mumona kuno kwa America Trump alikuwa te milandu, but na mamuleka bapa ballot ele milandu shakwa Trump ni jail time. The Kelvin Sampa issue, I haven't reviewed it, so I'll talk about it maybe tomorrow or later. I just had issue ya INAI eligibility. But Alabama judges Mwandini, they need to do the right thing by the Zambian people. Power to the people. It is justice. Justice is not justice if it is served to please one person. If Edgar Lungu is declared eligible, it is going to please 1 or 2 people. But how many people want Lungu to come back? The same thing with Trump. Trump now wate milandu, but justice system kuno, they have let Trump to be on the ballot. Tabamu pingwire, ukweba chengile mujere. Ngabale fa ngabali mpingwire kali. Ngabali mpingula. If justice was not served, ngabali mpingula nani kali. Trump kweba chengile mujere kabapa ballot. I'm trying to argue back, West. I don't know. Ngayala misuminisha. I think they have done something to your account. So what you can do? Oh wow! Yay! Oh my God!
Good evening, my president.
Good long time.
Yeah, indeed, it has been a long time.
Yes.
And we are talking about the most important issue on the land.
Yes. Go
And
ahead. Kelvin,
it is just, we cannot make any vibrant comment on that because we just saw a video.
Okay.
It is just on a video.
Okay.
Yes. The most important thing I wanted to come in and speak about is eligibility.
Yeah.
This case of eligibility has been there for a long time, and it has been resolved initially. And even I'm not even in law or anything related to such. I'm just far away from that, but I can easily observe and see that this case should have been thrown away a long time ago, because it has come over and over and has been determined. They have determined on it, and for it to come and keep on wasting our resources. Look on security. There are so many places that need that security, not on the issue that has been settled 8 times. And for the young man that has done this, like it's an advice to my brother Michelo. He's as young as I am. It's an advice. Be careful with politicians. Politicians, they're going to use you and leave you. Look how much immunity they've got on themselves. They've got too much immunity on themselves. And see the case that is coming up on and on, the issue of eligibility. There are so many issues that surround us, people, ordinary people like me in community. That there are so many issues that we are, what should I say? There are so many laws that we have in our communities. Let's take small issues. Turatikishwa sana for my ordinary citizen. Those are the issues that they should look at and amend such laws. Not wasting money on one issue over and again.
Kai balefwa kupiribula judgment. Echo balebwe sisho mulandu mowine.
And the most important, Madam President, it is not about Lungu. Lungu is not the issue here. The issue is Zambian people who are suffering.
Exactly.
Even me, I get interest tomorrow. I go on the ballot. I've got the right to be on the ballot.
Yes.
I'm a Zambian.
That is the thing.
Even I had to go on a ballot tomorrow and say, declare I'm going to stand, and I'll be supported by massive people who are suffering. Yes. As long as I've got the plight of the people who are suffering, as long as I'm caring about the Zambians. You know why Donald Trump is very famous in America? Because he's putting America first.
Exactly. Abantu balemu fire.
Because of one thing, he's putting his country first. When you put the interest of the country, although you're a businessman, Donald Trump is a prominent businessman, but he looks at national interest. I'm telling you, you just hear it. It is disaster. We've got no power here. So even right now, I've even decided to sit in my working place so that I can just have power. When I go home, it's all dark. People, they don't want this because they've never experienced this kind of situation. Since independence, this is happening for the first time. 21 hours road shedding. It is uncalled for. The best thing they can do, let Lungu be aside. Let them sort out our problems. Give us meal for 50 kwacha. Remove those middlemen. Bring back the 10-point plan. Then we'll see who all land to UPND. We do not like it in any political party. As what we want somebody who's going to speak and love our country. Let us be one Zambia, one nation. That is just my simple call. That is just my simple call. Edgar Lungu is not important. The only thing that we are even seeing that Edgar Lungu is more popular because of there is somebody who is failing. People just think, oh, we miss Edgar Lungu on this issue and that. That's why he's coming back hot like this. Chabula ndasana icharo chesunga chirepita mulivi. Ndebukushako kunuma kwa myaka. Nga mulebukushako bamayo pali ilyashirya kambalange kaunda. Bawishi bali ba president ali pangiro mulandu. Bali muchitire sentence. By hanging. Ile bawishi bali bakateka. Ofo tufuo twabika maka muri judiciary yesu. Tusubiro twakwata muri judiciary yesu. So naero tuleya mayiro na tuishwa kutira judiciary yesu. Yali kwatamaka. We are always trusting our judiciary. That is my simple thing that I know. And I know that those men and women, they are going to do what is good for our country, not for an individual. And a vote or leadership cannot be determined in a court. Let it be in a ballot. I want to thank you for giving me this opportunity to express my idea this evening. And
you know, bale sabakulu efo ningalanda feine poponshila isala kwebat you know lesa aba mazambian bale chula mwaishiba ubuchushi bwa mazambianzi ebwalenga tuwelelemo ku muntu otwavoto lweri 3 years, only 3 years we are back to Edgar Lungu. Zambians want Edgar Lungu, and the justice tomorrow must be served on the Zambian people. The one who's going to lose, suffer this injustice, Zambians, because the Zambians are the one who want Edgar Lungu. But in closing, I will just say that Bahaka Inde, if he's planned to bar, if the judges, the Concort judges, they overturn the ruling to favor Hakainde and remove Edgar from the ballot, God's plan, God has a plan for Zambia. Zambia should not despair. Pantunangu kunichula bakabikapo. Okay, bayeche tuchibare mwana kwati nga bafunyapo lungu bakapita. It will be a walkover. But ama Zambia nefe bare chula. Nangu bakabike po chula akapita. What happened? There was a frog on the ballot paper but frog yaine pitire. So bahaka inde, even if you bar Edgar Lungu from being on the ballot, another Edgar Lungu, a frog will be on that ballot and he will beat you. And why would that frog beat Bahaka Inde in 2026? Because of the problems the Zambians are facing. Abantu bekere mumfifi, abantu fyakulya fyalidula, like everything is just like Katwish. Zambia, our countries, other countries are prospering. If Zambia today Zambia is experiencing things people have never experienced. It's like a horrible nightmare. But John Siwale, yes, God is going to raise another ECL, someone to save the people. Because he came to save people. He came with a 10-point plan. So if he never had a 10-point plan, he has failed to deliver. So if Lungu is bad from being on the ballot, God is going to raise another person who the people will go to. Yes, it is as simple as that. Because ubuchushi muni 3 years, wachira mama Zambian tabachura pwevi. So, Bahaka Inde may think by removing ECL from the ballot, he has won that election. He will have a rude shock. Then never. Hakainde will be shocked in 2026. Dingani MP enatabaka miyange takwakabe UPND MP ukapita. Maybe kokwine kuma region yabo kokwine bakapita, but Zambia yonse ndemyeba ama MPs bakaba mu parliament bakaba independent na ma political party yambi. So even if babachite baba lungu kupita ukuiminina mu parliament mukaba problem, because I'm assuring you 90% of the parliament will be independent or other political parties. UPND bakakwata masitu kokwine kuma stronghold yabo. Even in their strongholds tabaleba fwai. So they're in for a tough one. They are in for a tough one. So we just pray for our judges to say they do the right thing by the Zambian people, and look at what is happening in America. But Trump mwari mwene imilandu bakwata ba Trump. Shikuru ni jail time. But the judiciary has not interfered with the will of the people to stop Trump from being on the ballot. So the same way, balungu bena ni case ya pitakale. That case should be thrown out and let us move on. Let us move on, and UPND and HH should start working on their promises, because somebody is going to come up. Somebody who is going to upseat HH is going to unseat HH because of the failure of his government and everything that is happening in the country. Yes. So thank you guys. Thank you for watching. We'll be here, we'll be talking, we'll have ears to the ground. Let us pray for our judges so that our judges make the right decision and they'll be remembered for generations to come for doing the right thing. Even if they do the wrong thing, the judges will be remembered for doing the wrong thing. Whichever way we slice the cake, mairo ni mairo, history will be made. It is going to be made in a good way or bad way, but we just pray for these judges to do the right thing and declare justice for the Zambian people, for the majority, and not declare justice for a person to please one person. So good night. Thank you for watching, and follow me for more live videos. We'll be here tomorrow to assess and look at whatever decision will be made. But, you know, God is in control. Zambia is bigger than anyone. So we have hope that the judges will do the right thing. Thank you.